What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Black Beyond Borders. So I always say, yeah, I'm gonna get back and start doing more videos, and then I end up disappearing because I don't know if y'all really want to watch the shit or not. But I think I'ma I don't know. We'll see how this video does. But yeah, man, if you've always followed, hey, I appreciate y'all for supporting. Before we get started, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna plug in everything else at the end. So it's 2025. We got so much shit going on in the world. So much shit going on. And maybe you wanna leave the United States. Maybe you wanna travel abroad. Maybe you wanna travel and move to China. Assuming you do wanna move to China, the question is, how do you do it? You don't know how to do it. You don't know, hey, how do I move? How do I do this? Well, stay put, because I'm here to teach you on how you can move to China in 2025. Now, before I tell you step by step how you can move to China, I want to point out that this is not a one size fits all model. This is not the only way. This is not the only option. There's many different ways you can relocate and move to China. The way that I'm going to tell you is, one, the way I did it, but also the most simple way that I know. So there's other ways, plenty other ways. Not everything I'm saying is a requirement, but this is the easiest way that I know personally, and the way I think that'll make it smoother for you. So just want to point that out. It's not one size fits all. Anyway, so step one, you need to be born in a native speaking country, native English speaking country. The US, Canada, the UK, Ireland, Australia, South Africa, those places. And the reason I'm saying those is because I'm going to tell you how you can be an English teacher. That's how I'm gonna do this. To be an English teacher nowadays in 2025, you need to be from a native English speaking country. Non-natives, it's a bit harder now. Back in the day, it wasn't no issue, but now they've made the requirements a lot harder. So be from a native English speaking country. Next, get a college degree, get a bachelor's degree. Doesn't matter what a bachelor's degree is from, doesn't matter what your major is in. My major is in sociology with the concentration in criminology. You can have your degree in criminal justice. You can have it in psychology. You can have it in theater. You can have it in, finger painting, penis sucking. I don't know, man. But just have a degree. That's it. Have a college degree. All right, that's what they're looking for, a university degree. Next, get a TEFL. A TEFL is a certification that shows you can teach English as a second language. And not just TEFL, there's other options. I can't pronounce the name of it. It's TESFLO. I don't know, man. Y'all gotta Google that shit. I'm not finna. But you need to get a TEFL or any type of ESL certification. That's what you need to do. They're under $1,000, I believe. The prices vary, but they're no more than $1,000. Like, I think they were like $400 or $500, but it could be, I don't know. But you need to get that, and also obviously have a passport. You need to have at least 6 months valid in your passport. When I first moved to China, I moved in 2017, and my passport expired in 2020. So I had 3 years left. So I was good to go. But you need to have at least 6 months valid in your passport. If not, you need to get that taken care of. And then once you have all of those things, it's time to job hunt. You start hunting for jobs. There's many different, websites, like there's LinkedIn. That's actually how I got to China, from LinkedIn. There's Dave's ESL Cafe. There's eChina Cities. So many of these websites. You can just go on these websites and apply to these jobs in China. English teaching jobs. Like I said, I'm referring to just English teaching. So once you do that, then if you're hired, then they will guide you through everything. So if an agency, a school, or whatever hires you, then they'll guide you through all that, through getting your documents authenticated, through getting the passport photos and everything you need to do, because they'll do that for you. They'll guide you and cover and sponsor all of that. You just need to find the job. Once you find the job, the agency or the school or whomever, they will guide you through the entire thing. And then, you go from there. Like when I first moved, I got admitted in February, and then June was when I decided, that was when my flight to China. So it'll take like some months, maybe even more or less or so, but usually the school or agency or whoever does that, they'll guide you through the entire process. So I can't help you on that. The school will help you on that once you follow those steps. And some tips: learn some basic Chinese. Most people here don't speak English. If you travel to other countries in Asia, they do. Like in Thailand or Philippines, they speak English. But in China, for the most part, they do not speak English. So I would recommend you learning some basic Chinese before you get here. And research the city. You can do your first tier cities like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Shanghai, Beijing, and then other second and third tier cities. Research the city. What kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want more of a traditional Chinese lifestyle where you're immersed in the culture, or do you want something more fast-paced, something that's more catered to expats? And also the cost of living, because the cost of living in China is cheap, but compared to other countries, compared to other cities, like Shanghai, Shenzhen is quite pricey. So you gotta, research which city you want to move to and the cost of living and your expenses and everything. And, save your money. You never know what the hell can happen. Honestly, save, because when you move here, you gotta, get everything like, cell phone, open up a bank, and also with apartments, you need at least 3 months worth of deposit. So you need first month's rent, and then you need double that again. No, triple that. So let's say if an apartment is $500 US, you're gonna need $1,500 to move in. So save your money. And last two things: get a VPN, because everything in China is banned, blocked. Facebook, Google, Twitter, /X, YouTube, Instagram, Pornhub, which is a site that I've never, ever looked at in my life. All of that stuff is banned. So you need a VPN. You need one, because if you don't have it, you can't access anything. I think it's ridiculous in 2025. We're still trying to hide a Wikipedia article, but it is what it is. If you're coming here, you need to get a VPN. There's many different VPNs. Personally, I say try out Astral. There's Astral, there's Nord, which Nord doesn't really work here in China. So I would not recommend Nord. And then there's ExpressVPN, which was like the most popular, but it like sucks now. So I use Astral. Always use a paid VPN. Always use a paid one. They're free ones, but they're doo-doo. So get a paid one. I personally recommend Astral. And then get you like a backup. Just go in the App Store and type in VPN, and it'll be a bunch of them come up. So Astral is your main one, and then the backup ones, because sometimes it be messing up here, man. Like, Astral be on some BS sometimes. So that's just what I recommend, Astral. And also, last, download WeChat. WeChat is life here. We use it for everything, like literally everything. Everything is WeChat. I'm not going to explain it. It's everything here. We don't even call each other on the phone. We message or call on WeChat. We make payments on WeChat. We order things from WeChat. Everything is done via WeChat. WeChat is everything in one. It's Cash App. It's Instagram. It's the bank. It's everything. You can't survive here without WeChat. That's just the way it is. So those are the ways I think should be done if you want to move to China. As I said, this is not a one size fits all. There are many different ways that you can move here, but this is just what I recommend as the easiest. And then once you get here, you can do what the hell you want to do. Maybe you want to stay at the school you're at, or maybe branch out to something new. I don't know, man. You can do whatever the hell you want, but this is just, the way I think is the easiest and most straightforward way. If you stayed to the end, thank you for watching. Now I'm finna plug in all my unnecessary shit. So please listen. But thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at _Uncle Money. If you guys know, last year, me and my friends, we filmed a fan film called Mortal Kombat Operation Cage. And next week, we're going to film the sequel, Mortal Kombat Shadow Reign. I'm reprising my role as Jax. Fights are going to be bigger, better. We got some fatalities. We also launched a GoFundMe account. So, if you want to donate and, help out the production, I would greatly appreciate it. All the funds will go directly to the production to help, improve the quality of our film. Also, I started a new supplement company called Fatigue Cure, where my main goal is to help men over 30 who are struggling with energy, to help them regain energy. And my flagship product is called Alpha Energy, where it helps with energy, stamina, focus, vitality, all the above. So if you're a man over 30 struggling with energy, check it out. All the links are in the description. Thank you for watching. I'm out.